Feel free to kick it off.
Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Two Bad Takes. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Alex.
Alex is getting some water right now, so I am going to be the one to kick us off.
Hang on, real quick, before you kick them off. All right, kick them off.
Okay, welcome to Two Bad Takes. This is episode 4 of season 2 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. SLMOW, Slama. It doesn't flow like Roni.
I think you can just do SLMW.
I think people include the O. I think it's already been decided.
Really?
Yeah.
In this franchise?
I think so.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yeah.
And what are they trying to say it as a word itself? Is that why they include the O?
I don't know.
That's a stupid idea.
Okay. Well.
Do you want to start with any questions?
Yes.
Okay. I have one.
Okay. What's your question?
I already forgot their name. Hang on. Who is Kim Petras?
Who is Kim Petras?
Obviously, I've heard of Kim Petras.
Yeah, okay.
But I was on TikTok the other day, and I was like, who the are you? Because it showed, Kim Petras at a show. Mm-hmm. And she had, sunglasses on. Mm-hmm. And I was like, who the I've mm-hmm. heard of you, but, where do you even live on the spectrum of celebrity?
Yeah.
So I clicked on her page.
Uh-huh.
And it's, all the same look at her shows with the same glasses, it felt like.
Oh.
But maybe she just had a billion clips from one show.
Yeah, maybe.
Dig deep. Where does she live on the spectrum of celebrity?
Kim Petras. Ooh, I would say she's kind of she invented gay pop.
Oh, shit. How old is she?
I don't know. I think, okay, here's what I know.
I need a decade at least.
I think 20s.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's in her 20s.
I believe so.
So that was a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she had the big glasses on.
Uh-huh.
I was like, is she a lady from the 80s? Because I obviously saw that she was a gay icon.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Is she a lesbian?
I don't know. I know. I believe she's a transgender woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kim Petras is a trans woman.
I believe so.
I didn't know that.
I hope this is true.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure it's true.
Not that there'd be anything wrong with that if it wasn't.
But it would be awkward if I was just making up lore over here.
Because if she's a cishet woman, then I think JoJo Siwat gets the title of inventing gay pop.
Okay, yeah.
No one's made a transition that big.
Yeah, that's true.
What's up, guys? We're behind on gossip and on the show.
Yeah, and we're dying. We watched the first half of this episode, took our notes, and then took a light sabbatical. And we're dying to get to the next one. We've got a lot to cover on this one.
I'm interested to watch this one because I'm really fucking high. And I don't really know what I look like really fucking high.
I think probably great.
I don't know. If I can't tell, it'll be really helpful.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah.
But if I'm if I look as high as I think I do, then I'll be that's a good thing I don't do that at work.
Well, let's find out.
If I can't tell, I'm going to be so fucking high at work every single day going forward.
Okay. Well.
And I work with dangerous machinery.
No, no, he doesn't. Okay.
I laughed at my own joke again.
That's
I keep doing that. And it's really annoying editing it. I'll say a heater. But it's annoying. I don't know if it'd be annoying to other people because I chuckle afterwards every time.
Well.
And I think it's because I'm uncomfortable on here, I hope. Mm-hmm. I don't always do, because sometimes I'm intentionally deadpan.
Yeah.
I think once I'm more comfortable, I'll probably be getting fire or jokes out, and then I won't feel the need to make sure everyone knows it's supposed to be funny. Anyway,
yeah.
I don't know if I'll keep any of this in, but
Yeah,
I've got so
okay.
much hours of footage with these SD cards.
Okay, great.
If I think I'm cute, I'll keep it in.
Okay, listen, I'm the queen of, if it's cute, I'm fucking finding a way to work it in somewhere.
Cute it and boot it. That's what you always say.
That is what I always say.
I have 2 questions that I wrote for the whole week.
So
One
who is Kim Petras?
All I learned is maybe a trans woman.
I believe a trans woman pop star who okay, so my favorite song of hers, well, hold on. So for me, first of all, she has an album called Slut Pop. And it's like, this kind of boy, he wanna
Okay.
some other kind of boy.
Is it a bop?
Yeah.
Like the theme is fun, obviously, but it's a good song.
Yeah, that's a pretty fun song. My other favorite Kim Petras song is called Meet the Parents.
Okay.
And, she says, I could take you to the beach and somewhere else, but you'll never meet the parents. It's kind of in like a slutty pop.
Okay.
Oh, and Hillside Boys.
You're thinking of Hillsong.
No. I'm thinking of Hillsong.
Our God is an awesome God, He reigns.
No. Hillside Boys, you call my name, you make my heart
You're supposed
sparkle.
to yes and start singing along with it with me if you know the lyrics.
Okay, I will. I'll work
Especially
on that.
if it's a religious song.
That's true.
But I forgive you.
Thank you.
Hillside Boys.
Yeah, it's a bop. All right, what's your other question?
Who's your favorite content creator right now?
Who is my favorite content creator right now?
Isn't that a fire question?
Yes. Okay. It's really tough because I'm watching all the Mormon Wives now.
Yep.
I wasn't on TikTok. I go in and out. So I'm in an in moment. Obviously, I want to see what these women are famous for.
Yeah.
And they're cute. It's probably content I would follow anyway.
So is one of them your favorite right now?
No.
Who's that?
I think, okay, so there's this one girl. I think her name is like Ari or something.
Okay.
She has a makeup routine. She's like young and cute. She made, she collabed with Young Gravy.
Okay.
He's apparently still out and about.
Cool.
But then
I'm surprised she didn't collab with Farnham Grind Time. Was he not available?
I think because he's married to Jaclyn Hill and because of this next point. And then I realized it was weird. It was like TikTok served me all these videos of hers that were just like, I'm a cute girl doing my cute thing and like, and
I don't want the kids to get it. The wrong idea.
That's true. We are also, I'm just gonna break the fourth wall here. Is that okay?
No.
No?
Are you gonna talk about that we're quitting nicotine while I'm vaping?
Yes.
I guess okay.
I mean, listen, here's the thing.
I thought you were gonna, I was saying no because I thought you were gonna realize we're not like quit yet.
We're gradually we're quiet quitting nicotine right now.
Let me do a clip real quick just so that I can cut to it once you're saying that.
Okay.
You'll say that and then I'm just going to cut to me going.
We're quiet quitting nicotine right now. All right. So we are gradually, slowly decreasing our nicotine intake and it is very hard. I feel like an alien inside my body. It's affecting things that I just,
Yes, we already quit once.
We have quit nicotine once and
a life ago.
And
then vapes came out and pouches.
Pouches, yeah.
And that shit is so easy. You don't have to smell like shit. No, like everything's just better.
Yeah,
And then it becomes your baseline and it's expensive and it's annoying.
They're so good. It's so good. And if someone gave us nicotine gum, not to quit, but to...
Yeah, he did.
Oh, it was for quitting?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just like, you guys are addicted to nicotine. Here's some nicotine gum. Because that's how I was consuming it at first. Nicotine gum. I was ready.
For real?
Listen, yeah. I was like, yeah, chew some nicotine gum, get the hiccups. I remember this.
It was to quit because he quit.
Yeah.
Using it.
Yeah, that's really good.
Shout out Spencer.
Shout out to Spencer. Yeah, I don't know that many girls who are addicted to nicotine pouches.
You wouldn't, though.
Yeah.
You were telling people.
Yeah, I was being discreet. But
kind of.
What do you mean?
I guess I just feel like people knew that you did them, though.
How?
Because you weren't being discreet enough.
In what way? How was I not being discreet enough?
Pulling them out of your bag at work in front of people.
I never pulled out the container.
But you don't think like being addicted to nicotine, no one ever walked behind you in the hall and like knew what you spit out or saw you spitting out the same little white thing more than 3 times and put 2 and 2 together at work?
I don't know.
There's a million people that work there.
I know. I don't know.
I don't want to yuck your yums, but...
You think I wasn't that discreet?
I assumed that you didn't give a like, I know you didn't like talk about it with people.
Yeah.
Like Spencer and me would joke about it.
Yeah.
But I think people know you do. But I bet you places where you wouldn't work around like a billion people all the time.
They wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're quitting. It's awful. I wasn't a big vape lord, but now we've agreed that these are our last ones.
That one's been at 0 for like 4 days.
They do last a long time. And honestly, I mean, regardless, it's just been hard.
Yeah.
Letting go of something that was so prevalent in our lives.
Yep.
So my favorite content creator is this girl who... Ari, and it turns out she does OnlyFans.
Okay. She's balling out?
I think she is balling out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we get a following, then you got to start doing OnlyFans. I'll do OnlyFans, but I don't. I guess maybe that's sexist of me to think that I wouldn't make just as much money, but I just feel like...
Yeah, you don't hear about dudes on OnlyFans.
Look at her. If you're on YouTube... Look at them.
Hello.
Look at me.
You want to see him. You want to see him jack off.
Okay. Don't tell him what I do. That's behind a paywall.
Oh, can you put that on?
Who knows what I'm doing?
Yeah, you never know. Who knows what we're doing?
It's kind of whatever you want me to do. You're my friend.
Yeah.
I know you. I send you my dick pictures when you pay me. I love you.
Yeah, there are chats on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, so...
All right.
Who's your favorite content creator?
It's that dude. Your Honor.
Oh, yeah.
DeFerk. DeFerk.
I feel like...
what's his name?
Is it like John something?
Yeah, Jordan Johnson. I'll cut this. Don't say unless. Well, yeah. Keep talking.
Okay. All right. Well, I think.
But I'm gonna shout his name when I see it.
That's fine. You can shout it. Well, we'll see if you can come up with it, dear listener, by me describing it. He dances kind of subtly, but obviously with some technical skill.
Yeah.
As he does things. And I feel like it's very, it might be like British humor. It's like so
He's
dry.
Not British.
I know that, Alex. I'm making a joke about how
right, yeah.
Like
Sorry.
Subtle.
I forgot about our inside jokes.
Because it's like so subtle.
Jake Jones.
Jake Jones
on TikTok.
Loving his content.
Yeah, he's funny as He's my favorite. right now.
He's your favorite?
Yeah, just never seen it.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Yeah.
The one when he's going up the porch.
Yeah.
His buddy keeps playing music, and every time it comes on, he dances to it. Stop.
Yeah, and he delivers the frustration, he really can't control it. Yeah, he's great. Legit. He's great. Very creative. Okay.
I guess I need this for my notes.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Oh, let's hear it.
So, since this podcast is about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Say it again.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
I keep sniffing. I also didn't notice how much I sniff.
Okay.
And now I turned this way, my microphone's not over here.
Yeah, it's hard.
I know. What was your question?
My question for you is, which of the Mormon wives would you like to be married to?
Jesus Christ. Married to?
Yeah. Take me out of it, because we're married to each other.
I was thinking of the Real Housewives franchise.
Yeah. Okay, that's different.
I was like, who the Luann?
You would like to be married to Luann. Luann seems like a pretty chill hang.
I think she'd cheat on you, but...
But she'd let you cheat on her. Yeah, just don't make me look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But of the Mormon wives.
Married to.
Trade me out.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gone.
And I have to base it off personality?
I don't know. You don't have to.
That's the joke. That's the joke. Like I gotta tell you it's because of personality.
Oh, yes.
But they're all attractive.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rate them by attraction and be mean.
I don't know. We don't need you to do that.
I'm trying to think. We don't really know that much about how they are as wives. Is that fair to say? I feel like I'm just realizing that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked how Michaela twerked, and I like that she's got. I'm kicking the camera. She's got issues.
It's the same wife.
And
you don't even know.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, so romantic.
But I don't know. They all have so many kids. And I don't really want kids.
Right.
So it makes it kind of hard to choose them.
Okay, well we can...
Which one doesn't have kids? Wait, does Layla have kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
She had a mommy makeover. She's 23.
Does Whitney have kids?
Yeah, she does.
That's a joke.
Yeah, we saw her splayed.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just going to go off of that.
Michaela.
Because who the else is... Demi sucks.
Yeah.
Jessie sucks.
Okay, yeah.
She doesn't suck as... I don't know. This season, she's been really annoying.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like she's been buying in so hard to the Demi. She's jumping on the Demi train. And so she's annoying me.
Okay, yeah.
And she's so tan, she's going to get cancer. Unless she's just fake tanning.
I might have blown snot out of my nose just now.
I'll edit it out.
Please. Promise me.
Yeah, edit that out. Jen. Nah.
Okay.
Who else?
Miranda.
The new... Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Macy,
I don't know about.
Okay.
I don't know who her husband is.
Yeah.
Do I?
I don't think so.
Is he ever on?
I don't. Maybe. Maybe in the background. Maybe at the fishing trip with Dakota. I don't think so though.
But it'd be annoying to have a wife who doesn't acknowledge trauma stuff.
Yeah.
Like Jen.
Yeah.
So it would either be...
What about Taylor?
Yeah, I was going to say Taylor.
Okay.
Or Michaela.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm not hanging out with Taylor's mom. Are you kidding? Like, I will marry you because I trust that you're going to cut her off eventually.
Yeah.
But not going to hang out with Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy sucks.
Yeah.
We've established that.
I'm not rolling in the door like Dakota.
No.
With Jeremy.
Yeah.
Jeremy tried passing off those bunk ass jokes around me.
No.
I'm not laughing.
Well,
You could be a slutty Gretchen Wieners?
Ugh. The worst.
Crickets. Jeremy?
I know.
Do you need help out there? That's what I would say.
Yeah.
You good out there? You need anything? All right.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I wonder if... all right, who's your husband? Who would you marry?
Okay. I think none of the husbands are my type. If I had to, there's a lot of blonde going on there. That's like not for me generally.
But you don't know that I don't end up
Blonde?
like Brett, because I'm not his age yet.
I'm pretty sure.
Me and Brett might have a lot in common.
There's no way. I think if I had to pick a husband, it's not that I love Zach, but he's capable of change.
Yeah.
You know?
And if he got in shape again,
yeah,
he'd be back to his old little handsome self.
Yeah, he was, I mean, I've said this to Alex already, but yeah, I was, this whole time watching the show, not being on TikTok, I was like, how did these two end up together? And then I saw Jen's content and some of the like throwbacks, and I was like, okay, I get it.
You think he was the hottest at the beginning of the marriage of all the husbands?
There's one other one that I was thinking of that I can't. My other one would be Jordan.
Jordan is
Jesse's husband.
Really?
I don't know.
You only have to have one.
Okay. But I'm not really like totally happy with Zach, you know. But if I had to choose.
I mean.
And you got two.
Yeah, I'm being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I'm practicing for Mormon wife, to be a husband to a Mormon wife. It's rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah, that's true. I'd go for Zach. We're just going to settle on Zach.
Okay. Jordan is just like listening to Jocko, like you said.
Yeah, that is really
He does
annoying.
it again on this episode. When Zach's golfing with him and tells him like that he didn't appreciate the Chippendale bullshit. And he's like, look, Jen's got to take some responsibility here.
Yeah.
So he like says that. And then like 3 minutes later, probably 30 seconds later in the edit, he like all of a sudden starts taking responsibility. And I just felt like he was like extreme ownership.
Yep. Good for him. You know, not
That's
for
true,
me.
I guess.
Like
if it's building habits, he's gonna be. But it was just like, oh no, sorry, he is a douche because he said, I'll cut that. He
whatever.
said, he said, oh, you never lay hands on a woman.
Yes. Yes.
You never lay hands on a woman.
Obviously.
But like you don't want to be the guy who says that a lot.
That's true.
It's only like, I don't know, it just seems like, I think people just use it as a reason to be violent. Like, it's like every dude after losing his shit at a bar for like no reason. It's like if somebody like brushed past a girl in the immediate 10 feet, they can be like, put hands on a woman.
Okay, yeah. It's just an excuse.
I just don't think.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, dude. Nobody here is. Like, everybody knows the worst of the worst are like hitting women.
Yeah.
Like, it's like pedophiles, though, is you don't really have to say it.
Yeah.
Because
it's like so.
It's implied, yeah.
Yeah.
This wouldn't be entertaining if we were like, I hate pedophiles.
Yeah,
it makes me so mad when people molest children. It's like, yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's true.
What was my main point with that, though?
Jordan sucks.
Jordan sucks.
Okay. I think you got it across. All right, so should we read the blurb? We're all out of sorts. The Book of Taboos. This is episode 4. I've said at least 3 times. #MomTalks. Provocative party challenges the church's view on sex and helps Layla reach the big O. A shocking Sinner Sunday confession about Demi and Brett's marriage is revealed, and Jen deals with repercussions for lies of which she's been accused.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
The last episode was so nuts. This one wasn't as crazy, I didn't think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was it wasn't filler. I wouldn't call it like a filler episode. Mm-hmm. Like, things still happened, yes. But it was like
I'm just saying, compared, like, it's hard to follow that last episode.
Yeah, you're right. So how do you think they delivered on the blurb?
I wasn't listening.
That's fine.
The shocking sinner. I have it.
Okay.
I don't think they delivered. A shocking Sinner Sunday confession about Demi and Brett's marriage is revealed. Mm-hmm. When?
Sinner Sunday, it was at the lunch with Macy, Michaela, and Taylor.
Yeah. So it's revealed, but it's not like...
Right. We didn't dig into it.
It's not shocking yet.
No.
It might get shocking.
Right.
So that's a lie.
Well... We know one good thing about this show is that they leave no stone unturned. No bit of drama.
That's true.
Doesn't get buttoned up. So, like, what's nice is we can probably count on seeing what comes of that. And based on the teaser for this episode. So I feel like they were planting seeds. This was a planting seeds episode.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they with Jen. And this is that. But it's the sinner, that confession thing. Mm-hmm. Did you feel like it was the main point of this episode at all?
No.
Why is it like the only thing in the blurb?
I don't know, because they're telling us what to look out for in the future.
Yeah.
And Layla's orgasm is in there.
Yeah, Layla's big O.
No, she says she's never had an orgasm with a partner.
Yeah.
So
she's doing it herself.
Apparently, but she kind of talks about it like she's not doing it herself. It's a little bit confusing.
I didn't notice that.
You didn't? I did.
So we'd think she has orgasms or no?
I'm left wondering.
Shoot. Stay tuned.
I wonder if they'll tell us. This I could see them leaving behind.
Yeah.
The orgasm thing.
I wish we had written down the big
I wrote it down.
You have the big
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Take us through them, because I don't do
Okay, well...
I wrote my notes, but they're just scene by scene, and they're not all fun.
That's fine.
And I'm pretty high.
We're having a time. We're doing a podcast.
I laughed at my own joke again.
I don't even notice when you do that.
I do.
All right, so the first big thing is the provocative party, the Remove the Taboo party, that challenges the church's view on sex. I'm not sure about that. Like, all the women seem pretty like, oh, I've never been to a sex store. There's dildos and clit cookies or whatever.
Yeah.
So they seem kind of like prudish.
So why don't you agree that it changed it's like challenging the thing if it's, you feel me?
Yeah, I guess I do, but like they're also not leaning into it. So it feels like,
I see.
You know.
Yeah, they're acting like it's icky.
Yeah.
It is an awkward party, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm probably not going to a party where...
I didn't think it was that weird. So
yeah.
I agree with you, they're being prudish, but I'm trying to think of their perspective is like... But no, I mean, it's true. They're full of shit.
Yeah.
They with Demi about squatting over her husband's face. We've talked about it.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, they're a bit...
They're freaks in their marriage.
Yeah, that's what
does that just
said.
mean, like, what does that mean to her if she was like... This is a little weird, you guys. That is a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what it would be like giving an enthusiastic blowjob.
So I'm not marrying Macy.
Why not? She said she's a freak in her marriage.
But if she thinks she's a freak in her marriage, is not apparently freaky.
Okay. So I don't really think.
Or do you think she's a real freak and she's like virtue signaling to the Mormons?
Ooh. I guess we can't count that out. But I think probably she's not a real freak.
I mean, the freakiest shit we've seen was the swinging.
That's true.
They're the freaks.
Yeah, that's freakier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like this party was...
And it was in their marriages.
That's true. They didn't break any rules.
So Mormons are freaky in their marriages. Macy's right.
Yep, that's true. Okay, so the Sinners and Saints party, no. What is it called? Remove the Taboo? Yeah. Let's see here. First of all, let me just say they had music in there that had like audible porn moans.
Oh.
When the party was opening and it was like panning over the cupcakes that had like labias and clits and stuff. It was like, yeah, like put my finger in it. Like I swear to God, it was like insane. Actually,
what the?
That was clunky production. Like, all right, let's reel it in a little bit.
What kind of music for reality TV is out there? Like, I mean, he just searched a big database for sex music or sexy music.
Yeah.
Whoever's the person picking audio.
Yeah.
And is just scrolling through like the worst.
Yeah.
That can't get on like radios, but somebody's still made for some reason.
Yeah, and they don't do that really on Bravo, I don't feel like. Like Love is Blind.
What do you mean?
I don't feel like they put music that's like as clunky. Like when it's a sex party, they might do like something more classic, like a
I only remember like the clunky.
Yeah. Well, this was just...
Is it Traders? Well, Traders is their main song sucks.
Yeah.
But there's something where it will play like the challenge or something. The music's always like, you gotta get out and win. It's just like while they're going to a challenge every time. And then there's like a fight and they're like, back up, back up. You know, like and that's what the metal is.
We don't need that.
Back up.
We don't need that in our reality.
And you're just like, where the are they writing these songs while are they scoring the show? Well,
okay, so that's what I was gonna get at a second ago, is that in Love is Blind, like I think Netflix dating shows, which I don't really watch, I've tried Love is Blind, it's like
not good.
It's just like
not for you.
Not for me. Like it doesn't feel interesting right away. I don't care about the people. I've seen clips of Trixie and Katya watching it and it looks like insane. Like once they pick the person they propose to, they like go live in a house and then they all cheat on each other and like it causes drama. But
what's
like
blind about it?
They're talking through a wall, Alex. We're watching people talk to different people through a wall and see how they connect without seeing each other.
And then they move in together.
And then they like pick someone, and then it's a big reveal when they see each other.
And then they have to live together even if they don't like what they see or whatever.
I think so. I don't know. But regardless, the music on the show, I think they're like, I'm in this empty room with you. Like, I think they do make the music like for the show. Standing on a beach waiting for you. You know, like it's...
It'd be funny if they went overboard with it.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. It is funny, but not funny in a way that
But if they were like referencing clothing colors and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like as a joke.
Yeah, if it was a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not quite there. So, anyway.
The music on this show is kind of dog.
Yeah, that's true.
I might be thinking of this show.
With the worst music?
It's pretty bad. There have been some songs that have come on where I'm just like, it takes me out of the show. It's such garbage.
That's fair.
It's always when there's a rapper.
When there's
you're just
a rapper.
Like, oh my fucking God. Who is this rapper whose rap is getting on reality show background music? That's You've never heard anybody on there and been like, oh shit, who the fuck is this?
Never.
Like, no one's ever Shazammed a fucking reality show's music.
That's very true.
And every now and then they play a real song and you're like, oh shit, they sprung for this episode.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the music, questionable. That was what stood out to me most about the party. The other thing was just that the women were like, whoa, this is a lot. Like, this isn't what I signed up for. So I don't really think it's like challenging the church's view on sex. Maybe it is just by virtue of having them there, but they're all like...
Maybe it's the producers challenging the church's view on sex.
Yeah.
The party, I didn't, I guess, register much except that, like, Demi sucks. Because she's acting like when Taylor says she's made out with women. Or no, right?
Yeah.
And then Taylor's talking head, she says Demi's makes judgmental jokes.
Yeah.
And
That's hurtful.
And you, like, see it, kind of.
Yes.
The cracks are starting to show in her.
Yes.
Or they're starting to show us the cracks anyway. Mm-hmm. I already know she comes out the bad guy because I've been looking at shit.
So do I.
I'm
interested
but it's not as
to
surprising.
See. Yeah, I'm interested to see what the journey is that makes her a bad guy.
Yeah. I kind of have seen...
Oh, you have?
I'm excited to see it.
Are you keeping me?
I've heard about it.
You're keeping me in the dark on it?
I know you hate spoilers. Who doesn't?
I do hate spoilers, but it's hard to avoid, especially I'm following all of these women.
It's hard for me to not talk about it with you when we watch the show and when I see it online. But either way, it was just it was kind of a boring scene to me.
Yeah, I agree. And well,
I know it's their lives.
Yeah.
But we're just waiting for the drama. I think I'm chasing the dragon from last week.
Yeah, well, and they kind of leave us with a cliffhanger. Because someone pulls out of the box that they think... No, it's Taylor. Taylor ends up with a card that says, I think Jen is fake.
Is that not big shit for you?
I think it is, but they left us on a cliffhanger with that. Like, we see it, but then it ends pretty quickly thereafter. Yeah. So, also, when it comes... So this whole premise is weird, the sex party. But then Layla... we also, like, the opening scene of the show is her at the fair with her boyfriend Cam. Yeah. And we find out that he is a bishop's son.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should tell stories and then stop and have the other person tell them. Or, like, when we're catching... I'm not going to include this, but... Yeah.
What do you mean?
Who are the two girls we went and saw? The comedians?
Ashley.
What's their podcast podcast, though?
Celebrity Memoir Book Club.
Oh, that was them?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, no. Guys We Yeah.
No, I'm thinking Celebrity Memoir Book Club. We saw both, huh?
Yeah, we did.
I'm a cool husband.
He's the best husband. That's why I love talking about reality TV with him, because he has takes that surprise me and that I think are very, like, smart.
I engage with that I don't necessarily, like, gravitate toward immediately.
Yeah, I like it.
Not always, but I'm sick of being a hater.
Yeah, let people like things. I need to work on that too.
Yeah.
I still think some things are lame. You know, Love is Blind, for example.
Yeah, but I'm not recovered. I'm in recovery.
Okay.
You're never at the end of your journey.
And
I take it one day at a time.
And it's life and death with these things. That's what Taylor says about Dakota, which I was like, hopefully it's not life and death right now for him.
Yeah.
With his addiction. That's a dynamic.
Fentanyl?
Yeah, fentanyl.
Didn't he say that?
I don't know. It's okay if he didn't.
I'm pretty sure he was, oh yeah, I saw something.
Okay.
He was getting interviewed.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about living with his ex.
Mm-hmm.
And they moved in to a place.
Mm-hmm.
And the next door neighbor was a dude who had been his dealer already.
Oh, no.
And he was sober. So he rolled over, like the kid hit him up.
Uh-huh.
Or he hit the kid up, whatever. And he walked out and he went over and like put dope in Dakota's mailbox. And Dakota went out and got it. And went into his bathroom and was... He's like, I think he just said, I was about to do it. And she like came in and saw him, but I don't know, like he doesn't, I don't think mention if he was about to like slam it
into his veins,
eating a spoon.
Yeah.
Or if he was like about to smoke it off a foil. Who knows? And it's not funny, but it is funny because it's like you're not walking on somebody smoking weed.
No.
like you think you got like a... What if you went to the bathroom, if you opened the bathroom and I was in there with a like meth pipe? You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
I'd for sure call into work.
But I'm just picturing Dakota like Smeagol in Lord of the Rings. Just
coveting his
with his smack. His like hard drugs.
Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah,
I assumed it was opiates. Like, I didn't know what it was, but I feel like no one's, like, sober from weed. I mean, people are.
Yeah.
You know, they call it gardening on TikTok.
When you're sober?
No, like, it is in reference to quitting. Mm-hmm. But they're like, how I quit gardening.
Mm. Everyone's afraid of the algorithm.
Everyone's afraid of the algorithm.
Well, I got off track.
That's okay. Okay, so
you're gonna have to keep us going.
They really didn't deliver on the party. Hopefully we get to see more of it. I felt really bad for Jen because I feel like she's walking on eggshells. Like, it's hard to choose what to share with them, especially if they're going to use it against her. And
yeah, she can't do. She has to say, yeah, I talked to Zach, and I just told him I knew they were going to do that, but I was afraid to tell you, and I was afraid to tell them. I didn't want them to do it, and I'm dealing with saying what I want.
Yep.
But she would have to learn that first.
Yeah, that is Jen's her main flaw.
The problem is
as a character.
If Jesse and Demi started to like her again, she shouldn't with them anyway.
That's true.
Like, that shit it should be over. And they're acting like it's on her to repair the friendship. But they know in their hearts that friendship is over.
Yeah.
Or it's not existent right now.
Yeah.
It's over for now.
Yeah.
And you guys are just being bitches to her.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
Because if you don't with somebody, don't be kicking it with them and acting like you're friends.
Yeah.
There's enough girls on the show that they could be like, oh, we just like don't with you right now. You're lying. Like if they believe she's lying, stop trying to with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the truth is, it's drama sauce, baby.
It is.
Jesse and Demi are just snorting drama sauce.
That's true.
And so they're saying things like, Jen is going to have to be honest.
We didn't get the truth out. It wasn't really the time because of Layla's orgasm.
Maybe we'll get the truth next time.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you on, a truth hunt? They're just with her at this point.
Yeah. Get a life.
They were mad at her. Obviously.
Yeah.
Disappointed in her, maybe.
Yeah.
But then they turned it into just being mean.
Yes.
I kind of just cut off if I'm not content with them.
I know.
So I'm either like doing that or having a conversation like, hey.
Yeah.
I just don't really with you. Like. Yeah.
But
but I don't start bullying them.
That's true.
That's a behavior.
I don't think that I would bully somebody, but I might make a comment that is unkind to instigate a conversation. You know what I mean? Like I might not be able to keep my lid on if I was really mad at somebody. I don't know that I'd be mad at them about their marriage, but like, I might like say some just to be like, we're talking about it now.
Like what? What if you and I went shopping a bunch?
Okay.
I'm a homegirl.
Okay.
And I made an underhanded comment about your body. So we were cool, and then you're like, no, I don't. Yeah, it was kind of weird. And the reason I picked that is like, I don't think you would stay friends with somebody who would do that.
No, I wouldn't.
Like that's kind of a red flag.
Yeah.
You don't have time to be teaching adults that they just did something that undercut you. That's some childish shit.
Yeah. Also, Demi is 30. Like, it's funny because Layla on the season right now is 23. Taylor is, I think, 30.
Okay.
But a lot of them are like early 20s. And then there's like a couple 30-year-olds in there.
Got it.
So it's
too
even
old
weirder.
to be doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's either way.
And just to answer your question.
Yeah.
If someone made a comment about my body, and I would probably stop talking to them. But if I still had to be around them and if they didn't seem like they were aware that they f***ed up and were in any way, I would be like, that was pretty weird what you said. Yeah, that was a weird thing to say, just like when you said I looked fat or whatever. Like I would do some like that.
I feel like you would probably bring it up.
That's true. I'd be too mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Because that would get it either way. Anyway, either way.
So they're going after Jen. They're still going after Jen.
I really got to making these points shorter.
That's okay.
I keep taking us off on metaphor wild goose chases.
That's okay.
You don't think they're bullying Jen?
I do think they're bullying Jen.
Why are you guys bullying me?
Yeah. Well, the reason I think they're bullying Jen is because of the way that she came into that party. Scared. She was on eggshells the whole time.
Scared of like the sex stuff?
No, scared, I mean maybe, but scared of something happening with her. Like she's probably been spiraling in her head the whole time. Like, oh, what are they gonna say to me? What are they gonna say to me? And then they get pretty far into the evening. And then they do just like, I think Jen is fake. And you can tell she's like, fuck, they're with me. Like, it just hits her like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like bullying.
It does seem like bullying.
I guess the tough part is if she's annoying.
I don't think she is.
If someone came in and was pretending to be somber and you thought they were full of shit, you don't think it would be annoying because it would seem like they were fishing?
Yes, but I don't think that's what she was doing.
Okay.
I think she was laying low.
If they don't think that's what she's doing either, then they're for sure bullying her.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say they're bullying her.
Because like there's a power dynamic both in numbers,
yes,
and in just general power of personality.
Yeah.
Like Jessie's Demi's little goblin. She's her lapdog.
Damn, she's her mouthpiece.
I think it's Demi like leading the charge on.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think it's funny when Taylor says she like projects, and then they play a clip of her like talking shit. But it's interesting to look at her now through that lens. It's like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
She says it as though maybe Demi's marriage is up because she's asking Jen how her marriage is going.
Yes.
But she does it in other ways probably if she does that. I mean, so it'll be interesting to watch her now with that in mind because I think Taylor's right.
Yeah, I mean, even just saying like, you guys, I'm so straight, it's scary. Like,
yeah,
just needing to get it across.
Seems weird and annoying this time. But first season, I was on her side when she went off on Whitney.
That's true.
I feel like we all were.
Yeah, I think so. Everybody hated Whitney. And even...
Like, Whitney was villainized. Go ahead.
Jessie says... She says, Jen is the new Whitney. Like,
Jen is the new Whitney.
Or my new Whitney. Like, I hate Jen now. For whatever reason.
Because Demi hates her.
Yeah.
Follow her.
Yeah, okay.
But, yeah. She was telling Whitney she's a shit talker. Isn't that what she was yelling at her in the closet about?
I don't remember.
Well, if it was,
it probably is.
Who's the shit talker?
That's so true. But I love her work. I have a soft spot for Demi's work.
Have you seen her before?
Yes.
She got work.
Yeah.
But it is good work. She's not unattractive.
It is good work. I think she was probably like really gorgeous in person. Before? Yeah.
Versus online where you've seen her?
Well, I'm just saying like...
I don't think she's as ugly as she was when I saw her on the internet.
No, I just think like... Because there were some really good pictures of her younger. And some videos of her looking cute. So I think probably she just did some refining things. Like probably teeth, lips, nose. Facial balancing. With filler.
Some refining things? She looks like a different human.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I feel like that. I think you like undersold it really hard.
Well, I just assumed that like
dope refining would be like, you think people would recognize her who knew her before if she didn't talk or show mannerisms?
Yeah. No.
I mean, I am probably imagining the least like her looking picture I've seen.
Yeah.
Which has probably got spread around enough for me to even see it because so maybe she doesn't look as different as the picture I saw, but she had like a super sharp jawline. Okay. Just a generally more slender face. I'm sure she got filler. Yeah. But her face shape is different. Definitely lips and teeth.
Lovely.
I guess everything.
She looks good.
Funny that light refining to you is everything. That's literally everything you could do aside from a what's it called? Facelift. Well, filler, nose job, teeth, lips. Jawline? Did you say jawline or chin? No. Chin?
I said full facial balancing with filler, which does mean using filler, a good amount of filler to even out asymmetries and like, okay.
So I guess we agree.
Yeah.
That's probably what she did.
Yeah.
But I just think it sounds like a lot.
Yeah. I would do all of that.
Jessie did some of that.
Yeah.
I swear to God, she's looking like Demi in some way.
Yeah. She said online that she got, she called it something I've never heard of. I had to Google it because it was a new nose procedure, and we know that a nose procedure is in my future. It was called like a Weissman surgery or something, but what it really is an alar base reduction, which is when they just with your nostrils. So like if you have like flared nostrils, but an otherwise like good enough bridge,
they just bring them in.
Yeah, they just like refine. So I've looked into it. I think I'll take the whole meal deal.
Mine are all up. I need him to fix my thing.
And I've got a deviated septum for real.
I guess I should say deviated septum.
Yeah.
Do you have one for real?
For real. I was told that when I had sinusitis.
Oh.
So.
Does anybody not?
Probably not.
Or do we just only know people who've done cocaine? Because I feel like a lot of people have said they have it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like too many for it to be from cocaine.
Yeah.
You think yours is from sniffing?
No. I think...
Because you never did.
I never did. I never, ever did.
Don't let the algorithm hear you.
I think, there are different factors in mine, but I think it's from, and when I think about it, I bet it looked insane, but I was jumping on a trampoline as a child, and there was a toy on the trampoline.
Got it.
That me and my brother were jumping with, and I think my feet landed on the toy.
Okay.
So I slipped.
Check.
And smashed my nose.
On like the pole around the trampoline?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I cried a lot. And then I put a frozen piece of ginger on it.
What?
Yeah. My mom gave me a frozen piece of ginger.
To go where?
Onto my nose.
Yeah, but a frozen piece of ginger is hard.
It was like knobby.
If I was gonna put my phone on like that's how,
it was knobby.
Did you put it on this side first and then the other? You
no,
just
it
want
was
something
like
that would
it was like gnarled. They're like a root. I was just like.
So you had like a perfect.
Yeah.
Your mom had frozen ginger, but no bag of peas.
Yes. I had an almond mom.
What's an almond mom?
A Yolanda Hadid. Like a dieter mom. A mom who's worried about her weight and projects that onto you.
Yeah. Starves you.
Maybe. Sometimes.
Sick.
Yeah, so.
Well, where do we go from here?
Well, I think we go on to our next point because we have...
We're an hour in.
That's fine. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Okay, Taylor says that when I'm betrayed, that just confirms my belief about myself. When she's talking about feeling like trash.
Okay.
I can't listen to her say she feels like trash. It hurts my feelings every time.
Yeah.
She's the heroine of this show.
Yeah, she should also stop vocalizing that.
Yeah.
I guess maybe not if she's saying, I feel like trash.
Yeah.
As long as she's not saying, I am trash.
Yeah, I think she's saying she feels like it. And it's obvious that she has some kind of trauma therapy going on. Like, she's in early days of trauma therapy because she's saying, like, rewiring the brain.
Yeah, she said this
PTSD.
episode, my PTSD and my trauma when she was with the girls at the cafe.
Yeah. So
that's legit.
Yeah, I'm hopeful for her that she really is working to rewire her brain.
I mean, who the would have thought when this started even season 1?
Yeah.
That it would be a show for as far as she goes, it would be like a story of her figuring out she has trauma and processing.
It's true.
I mean, it's the through line I care about. But also, she kicked off the swinging.
Yes.
So really, initially, all you know is that she's a TikToker, and she was swinging and made a TikTok blowing it up. We didn't get and then she goes to jail.
Oh yeah.
There was DV going on.
Yeah.
Did you feel as close to her storyline season 1?
No, because I didn't know her.
Right.
I didn't know anything about her. I had heard about mom talk and the swinging scandal and soft swinging. It was probably why the show got made, because it was such a sensational story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this season anyway, we're following her mental health journey.
Yeah.
To the point that I don't really give a f*** what happens with Dakota.
No.
I don't care if they work out or not.
No.
I think it'd be dope if he got well.
Yes.
But you better be getting well. Because she's going to have to cut him off eventually. If her relationship to him makes her that crazy, the shrink is going to be pushing for that.
Yeah. As they should.
Under the radar.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know that it'd be necessary. If she picked him and he's unreliable and she's changing a ton.
The only hard thing for her and for all of these women is that they have kids. So she has, I think, 2 kids with not Chase, her ex, whoever her ex is. And then...
Not Chase yet.
Well, he's the only one I know. The only man.
She only f***ed her other guy across from Chase.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
In the bathroom and in the bed.
Yep.
So anyway.
So yeah, Taylor is... I care about Taylor. I care about Michaela. That's pretty... And I care about Jen.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 storylines I'm most invested in.
Yeah, this episode was kind of boring.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless I'm just being boring.
I don't think so.
I feel like I'm trying to squeeze the juice out of this bad boy, but it's just not coming.
That's fair.
It's a setup for a bunch of stuff that's about to go down.
That's true.
And we could dive in and talk about all these people. But we know enough about them now. And I don't know that we got any new revelations. Macy's writing a book. It's always been her dream to write a book.
Yeah.
She definitely showed probably more emotion than we've seen out of her when she was telling that story about the book she got from her dad.
Yeah.
So it didn't seem like...
No.
But the funny thing I thought was she says, No, yeah. I'm going to have to cut that whole part. She says, I want to be on the bestsellers list. Or somebody says, you're going to be our bestseller. And she goes, oh my God, it'd be a dream come true. It's like, dude, your book's going to be a bestseller.
I don't know.
You're plugging it on a reality show.
Lala's book was not a bestseller.
But was Lala ever as big as this?
Wow. She just woke up in a cold sweat.
Ocean. Damn. I don't know. I just feel like if Ariana wrote a book when Scandival was going down.
Yeah.
Don't you think it'd be a bestseller?
Yeah, her cocktail book was a bestseller.
If Macy's isn't a bestseller, she's about to find out how little people care about her as one of the characters. Yeah. Do you think Taylor's would be a bestseller?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. For sure. I guess I assume that they're all, they're not all equally popular in terms of the storylines focusing on them, but I felt like the show is popular enough that a single book coming out of it might still get bought.
Yeah, probably. And she, from what I've heard, has a crazy life.
Mi vida loca. Is the book out?
I don't think so. We should look.
We could check.
Yeah, we should look, but I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't seen any transcripts, and that would be on the net.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about Macy. Do you?
I think that she has trauma.
I just mean like her position in the show and the group, Yeah,
well,
we're all picking who we like and dislike. It's ever evolving.
Yes.
But what has she been involved in that we've seen this season? Number one. Mm-hmm. And there's only number one.
Well, she brought up the Sinner Sunday. Like, that's her thing.
Right.
So she brings in the Brett and Demi.
And I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. She's always had Taylor's back.
And she...
Am I right?
Yeah. She holds Taylor accountable to, like, make up her mind. Like, at the lunch, she's like... When they're like, what's up with Dakota? She's like, I don't know. And Macy's like, but how would you feel if he went on a date with somebody?
Yeah.
So I feel like...
Yeah, she's a voice of reason. Hopefully, she's like a good one.
I hope so.
And isn't just patronizing Taylor.
I don't think so. I think she genuinely wants better for Taylor because she said...
Yeah, but that dynamic sometimes comes out and it gets annoying. You've never had somebody like big sister you, where you're just like, all right, hold the up.
Yeah, probably. Where it's like, you've overstepped your bounds.
Yeah.
You better get the out of my life.
Oh, you think you know what I need to do every time I got to do something.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So that I don't know.
It's
I'm not saying she is that. I'm just saying, hopefully that balance is there.
Yeah.
Because she was pushing her to like stop with Dakota probably before Taylor was pregnant. Did we find out she was pregnant on this first season?
Yes. Like, I think only like 3 or 2 episodes, maybe even 1, because they stopped filming and then resumed after Taylor had been to jail. Like, it was really crazy.
Oh, I forgot about all that. Goddamn.
It's a great show.
That's why we're so stoked she's getting help.
Yes, exactly. And she deserves it.
You show anybody's parents who's acting like an absolute menace, and you'll have sympathy for them a little bit, I bet.
I hope so.
Yeah, what the
Some of y'all are out there like, well, they're your parents. They're not perfect, but they brought you into this world. I don't subscribe to that. Do you, Alex?
No, and neither does Bad Baby.
Yeah, Bad Baby. She's another one.
There was a TikToker, and she was like, she has the right idea.
Tell me.
But she kind of it up.
Okay.
Because she was like, her mom her up. She knows that now.
Yeah.
I don't know. And she's like, people are always telling me, stop talking to her. Like, or I think she did stop talking to her. That's your mom. That's your blood. She gave birth to you. Mm-hmm. But, then they all want to tell me to leave the guy.
Levon. Uh-huh.
And what would her point have been?
I don't know. Like, he is her family? Probably.
People are telling her to leave him.
Mm-hmm. And it's the same reason she doesn't stop talking to her mom?
And she has stopped talking to her mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't want her to be with anybody?
She f***ed it up.
Okay. Well,
either way, she's using it as a way to be like, I'm with him, you.
Yeah.
You want me to stick with my mom?
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah. All right. Bad Baby. We love the girls. We're always rooting for the girls.
It's just rarer that they're not the one who's in the right.
It's true.
Like, if you're seeing a relationship dynamic that a celebrity's having, that means there's some shit going on.
Yes.
And it's like always the dude.
Yeah. It's always the dude who kills the woman.
Not that one chick, Jody, whatever. Jody Arias. JCS Criminal Psychology on YouTube. You never watch that?
No.
Jody Arias Smoked her husband.
She snapped.
Oh, no, I don't think he was doing anything bad. I think she was like a psycho.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. She's like not snapped.
Okay, because where I'm at with my content consumption, listener, is that...
Also, is the lady who killed the lady at my bank, was she on Snapped?
Yeah.
So Snapped isn't like they were pushed to their limits. It's like... Because she was a piece of shit.
Yeah, more often than not, they're pushed to their limits.
But she was just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
What a... Yeah. Anyway, Snapped. Murder of Travis Alexander, Mesa, Arizona, 2008. Okay. You're not going to think this is funny. But it's just so egregious.
All right.
Alexander sustained 27 stab wounds, a slit throat, and a single gunshot wound to the forehead. So it's just that she killed the out of him. It's not funny.
No.
But I couldn't remember how she killed him.
She went in.
And she killed the out of him.
Yeah, okay. I'm so relieved.
Anyway.
I'm so relieved to hear you say that, because I thought you were going to be like, actually...
He was essaying her for years.
Yeah, like I was just like, I'm not going to think that. What the fuck? Well, I don't know. I just... No. Only because you were wrong, not because you thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Like, so I was ready. I was like, oh man, I got to hear some terrible... And so this is what I was going to say to the listener, is that my content consumption is for joy. Mm-hmm. I want to laugh, or I want to see the tenacity of the human spirit and laugh, a la RuPaul's Drag Race.
He was a Mormon.
Oh, wow.
And she converted to being a Mormon. Wow.
Yeah.
6 degrees of separation. 7, sorry. She was just hot, and he was a dork. I think, and his friends and like siblings and shit were all warning him that she was insane. And anyway, she killed the out of him.
Oh, she is a little baddie though.
Yeah, and he. Stabbed 27 times, slit his throat, shot him in the forehead. I think he was, unless he did some up to her. I don't remember that being a part of it. I thought she was just like, if you would do that at all.
Yeah, I think without knowing a single thing, Alex.
Yeah.
I think she just wanted to kill somebody. When I hear that, I think you just wanted to kill somebody and you just happened to choose your husband.
Well, I don't know if they were married. Maybe they were, but they were like, I think they were like breaking up or something. But I think when she killed him and his camera fell off the washer and took like a picture of half her face or something. That's like how she got caught. Isn't that nuts?
That is very nuts.
I swear somebody was like, it was Johnny from the grave telling us who did it. I don't think I'm making that up.
I think this episode really lent itself to tangents because it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it was a seed layer.
This is going to be a tangent episode for us.
Yeah, we'll try it out. Let us know. We hope you like it.
I don't give a Not tonight.
Okay. Yeah, let him feel his oats.
I do give a
Yeah.
Oh, God. You got to talk about something when I do this. We can't just sit.
You need me to vamp?
Yeah.
Okay, let me vamp. All right, so where I'm at, vamp? It's like where you create like a distraction, kind of, or like you keep things moving while somebody's doing something else in showbiz.
Okay. All right, vamp it up. Think.
So here's something that I wanted to discuss and something that I've wanted to get off my chest. As I was watching these women, and this isn't just from the sex party, but it's the whole thing. They like kind of like flirt with each other and like twerk and like joke about sex. And I think one of them even showed the rest of the group a picture of her vagina, or showed it in real life on season 1.
Of what?
I don't remember. You just wake up.
I told you're vamping.
I'm vamping. I'm just saying. One of the girls showed her vagina, I believe.
The Mormon wives girls?
Yeah, I think one of them like got a bruise or got a wax or had a baby. Who? Yeah, it was just something on there. So, and they all obviously try to be like attractive.
Yeah, camera accidentally took a picture of somebody bleeding on the floor, and it was like taken after they had been taking pictures of each other on it.
Is she in jail? In prison?
Yeah, she might be on death row. She's definitely on life.
You never know, though. You know, sometimes you murder and you just get out like 10 years later.
No, you rape and get out 2 years later.
Yeah.
You molest kids and get out 5 years later.
Yeah.
If they don't get you, if them boys don't get you once you're in.
Yeah.
But they keep you protected.
Yeah.
She, I don't think, was getting abused or anything. She was stalking his Facebook, slashing his tires. Then went to his house, and then they took pictures of each other, and then she killed the out of him. We might have to cut all this. It's dark. Why am I still reading?
All right. Well, we made an episode. We talked about Mormon wives. We talked about where we're at in our personal journeys.
Life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Dang, and what state?
I already closed the tab.
All
Probably
right.
Arizona. I kept saying Maricopa County.
Okay.
Well, we got to take our dog for a walk, so we best be getting.
We best be.
I don't know how was that episode?
Who knows?
I didn't feel like the best.
I want to sometimes.
I want to too.
Yeah. Nobody's listening right now.
That's true.
We
Hopefully.
can figure it out.
Jesus. Just kidding. Well, hopefully we'll see you on the next one there, folks.
Yeah, we're looking forward to episode 5, and we'll hopefully get it real soon because I'm dying to watch the actual episode.
We got to get this done quicker so we can catch up.
Yeah, okay.
And crush this.
Okay.
I want to be on the front lines of this.
I know. It's crazy because it only aired like a month ago.
Yeah.
Like the episodes we're watching aired a month ago, but like we're light years behind.
Yeah, nobody else is where we are.
Yeah. Maybe they are.
If you are, yeah.
And
maybe in 2028, somebody's going to look back at this and say, well, I am right where they are. Imagine that.
Wow. All right, good night.
Don't we have an outro?
That was 2 bad takes.
And if you don't like it, 2 bad takes.
Mm-hmm.